Welcome to my channel. I'm Gary Wuryawan, and today I want to share my travel camera and lens setup for my upcoming trip. Intro. So today I'm sharing my travel camera setup. And you might be asking, hey Gary, don't you just upload a similar video a few months ago? Why make a new one? And the answer is every trip is always kind of different. Every destination is always kind of different. I'm going to visit Bali this time, and although I have visited Bali many times, the setup will always kind of change depending on my requirements as well. In this trip to Bali, photography is not the main purpose of my trip, but still I want to spend a little bit of time for photography just for fun, and also I want to try to make a little bit of a fun travel videos for myself. So yeah, I will be bringing some cameras and lenses, but nothing too serious. So as some of you guys might already know, Micro Four Thirds is my primary camera system. So in this video, I will be sharing Micro Four Thirds cameras and lenses, but also I will share my non-Micro Four Thirds camera setup, and hopefully by watching this video, you can learn from my travel setup and be able to apply it on your own travel setup. Now let's begin with the cameras and lenses. Speaking about camera and lens choices, Bali isn't really a nature-oriented destination in my opinion. It's more about the cultural thing. However, on this trip, I will visit the beaches more often. I will stay at the hotel more often. Maybe sometimes I will go out, have some dinner, have some lunch on some nice places. Maybe explore the city a little bit and also take environmental portraits of my wife. So the camera and lens choices will reflect this kind of requirements. For my main camera, I will be using this guy right here. This is the Panasonic Lumix GX850, or known also as the GF9. This will be my primary Micro Four Thirds camera and my only Micro Four Thirds camera on this trip. Usually I would love to bring two cameras so I can have one camera for wider angle lens and the other camera for more of a telephoto lens, but on this trip I decided to bring only one camera just to keep it more simple. The reason why I choose the GX850 compared to my other cameras is because this camera is very small, very lightweight, makes a lot of sense for travel. It also has this flippy screen, perfect for taking selfie with my wife, and also this is USB rechargeable, and it has a solid 16 megapixel sensor which produces really nice image quality, definitely more than enough for my requirements. Besides that, this camera actually doesn't really have that much feature. It doesn't do fancy things, but I don't really need this camera to do fancy things. All that I really need is just to be able to shoot in aperture priority or shutter priority, take great pictures, record a little bit of video, and just have fun with this little camera. One important note about the GX850 is that, again, it doesn't have that many features, and that includes in-body stabilizer. So some of the lenses that I will bring on this trip will be prime lenses, and they are mostly unstabilized, and that could be a problem for me, especially if I want to record smooth, stable video footage. However, I accepted that compromise, and I'm willing to use software stabilization when I need to record some video using prime lenses. Next, let's talk about lenses, and my primary lens for this trip will be this guy right here. This is the Panasonic Leica 15mm f1.7. The reason this will be my primary lens is because it is small, lightweight, relatively compact, but the image quality is just fantastic. The focal length 15mm is quite flexible. It's considered wide, but I'm more of a wide angle kind of person, so I'm quite happy with the field of view of this lens. I can do so many things with it: portrait, environmental portrait, street photography, scenery photography, landscape photography, you name it all. And it has great large aperture of f1.7, perfect for getting a little bit of that background blur, and also the capability to shoot in lower light condition. If you followed my channel, you might already know that I have a special place in my heart for the Panasonic Lumix 14mm f2.5, this guy right here. I was contemplating between bringing the 14 or the Panasonic Leica 15, and I ended up choosing the 15, not because this is a better lens compared to the 14, no, but it's because it's been a while since I used the 15mm and I wanna bring it on this trip so that I can use it more frequently. Next lens is the Panasonic Lumix 20mm f1.7, this little guy right here. This will be my sort of environmental portrait lens and also for street photography and for anything that requires a little bit of a background blur. The focal length 20mm I think is perfect to complement the 15mm, so I can have something that's a little bit tighter. I don't think I will use this lens that much. This won't be my primary lens. This is not as flexible as the 15mm in my opinion, but it's very lightweight, it's very small, it's very compact. Adding it inside my camera bag won't really add that much weight, so not really a big problem for me. The focal length, I have to make a special note. 20mm is very special in my heart. Again, it's between 17 and 25, which are the classic street photography focal lengths. I never really gel with either the 17 or the 25. They're either too wide or too tight in my opinion, and the 20mm is just perfect in the middle, and I can kind of mimic both of 17 and 25mm focal length with just one single lens, so that's really nice. Next lens is the Panasonic Lumix 14 to 140mm f3.5 to f5.6, a super zoom lens. It makes a lot of sense, right? If you want to travel, just bring a super zoom lens. You can cover anything from wide angle all the way to ultra telephoto with just one single lens. You can just forget about the other lenses and bring only one lens. But in this trip, it's going to be different. I'm using the 14 to 140 more as my video lens because it has this stabilizer, making it possible for me to record smooth, stable video footages. And also because I'm already bringing the 15mm and the 20mm for the wider kind of stuff, I will use the 14 to 140 more as my telephoto photography lens. Anyway, whether you are using the 14 to 140 as a super zoom lens, as a video lens, as a dedicated telephoto lens, or for anything else, I think you'll be happy with the 14 to 140 as a travel lens. The image quality is really great, it's fantastic, it's sharp, it's unlike other super zoom lens from other different kinds of camera formats. You'll be happy with this guy. This has the image stabilizer, as I mentioned earlier, very important for both video and for taking pictures in lower light situation. And also it is compact, not as small as the other micro four thirds lenses, but when you compare it to other super zoom lenses from different camera formats, this is kind of small and compact and cute. So besides my micro four thirds cameras and lenses, I will also bring some non-micro four thirds cameras. First, it's the DJI Osmo Pocket 3 that's currently recording this video. I will use it as my dedicated vlogging camera when I'm in Bali to record some video footages as well. Maybe the camera is really nice, it's very compact. The image quality is so great. It has 1-inch sensor. Everything is really detailed. You have that nice background blur as well. And it has built-in gimbal, so the video footage will be smooth and steady. Next non-micro four thirds camera that I will bring on this trip is this little guy right here. This is the Insta360 Go 2. I know that there's a newer version, the Go 3, but this guy still works perfectly fine for me. It is my dedicated video action cam, especially to record underwater video footage because this is waterproof up to about 5 meters or so. So yeah, very convenient, very small, just for recording some video and just for fun. Next, let's talk about accessories, and the first accessory that I want to share to you is this guy right here, this little tripod. It's the Ulanzi MT44. I made a video about this tripod a few weeks ago. You can check it out up here. but basically this is a content creator kind of tripod, not a dedicated photography tripod. And the main reason why I want to bring this tripod is so that I can take a group photo or a selfie with my wife without having to ask strangers to hold the camera. The tripod is very compact and very lightweight, making it the perfect choice for travel, and it can extend really long, up to about 1.5 meters. So yeah, I can be very flexible with this tripod. Next accessory is camera bag, and I haven't really decided on which camera bag that I will bring, but the choices will be between these two bags. On the right we have the Alpaka Go Sling, a slightly larger bag, and then on the left we have a slightly smaller bag. This is the Alpaka Bravo Sling Mini version 2. So I will try to be as minimalist as I can and be able to use a smaller bag. Maybe that will be beneficial for me. But being able to bring a larger bag and carry more stuff with me can also be beneficial for me as well, especially for carrying non-camera related stuffs. Especially for travel, I want to carry bigger power bank, I want to carry some cables, some earphones. Maybe this will make a lot more sense, but I'm trying to be minimalist. So we'll see, I will choose either one of these bags. And that wraps up today's video. So that is all for today's travel camera setup. Hopefully this has been useful, inspiring, informative, and entertaining as well. So let's have a little bit of discussion on the comments down below. What is your favorite travel cameras and lenses? Please let us know on the comment down below. I'd love to read your comments. Also, if you have any question, please comment down below as well. I will try my best to answer them. Also, don't forget to support my channel by liking this video, sharing this video, subscribing to my channel down below. Or if you want to support my channel even further, please consider using the affiliate links on the description below, or use the super thanks button to make a small donation to my channel. Thank you, and I will see you on the next video. Goodbye.